Alright, so now we're in side control. What we worked on before was getting that far side arm for the Americana straight arm lock Kimura flow sequence. Now the person on bottom, he's creating his frame, he's pushing on your neck here. And I usually, when I feel pressure on my neck, that's when I go for the one we usually go to, the Americana. When he goes here on my hip and I feel pressure on my hip like this, he's pushing up here. Notice how I cannot attack this arm anymore because it's kind of isolated, but this is the one that's extending me and pushing me up. So you're trying to push me up like this, push. Now that's a whole different thing I have to worry about. So I'm going to cut behind the tricep on the arm that's pushing my hip up. From there, all I'm going to do is lift up on the arm and slide my bottom leg all the way through. So I was here in side control. I'm waiting for him to push on my neck, but he doesn't. He's actually going to push on my hip now. So I'm going to use that. My leg kind of opens up to let him have the sensation that he's able to push. Now this one cuts behind the tricep. I lift that up and I replace it with my own body here. So my thigh, the one that was against his hip, is now against his shoulder. I'm pulling up on his shoulder on this side and it's keeping him isolated here. Cool. I can have this foot up. That way if he tries to push into me from here, I kind of have a kickstand to push back. So now it's kind of like, without him there, I'm just like chilling, sitting on the floor like this. Now my chest or my rib cage is kind of floating on top of him. The worst pressure you can create is having your hips off the floor too. Right now I'm sitting on the floor, but I actually want to be here. That way all my body weight's on him. Now the first thing I'm going to do now is he's hugging my hip like this because I pulled on the tricep. I'm going to reach back, grab onto his wrist here, and I'm going to slide this down my leg. Now I'm going to hyperextend the elbow here by just lowering my own leg here and putting his elbow on that so I can just raise that up for the tap. Now what's going to happen is if he doesn't want to tap, he's going to bring his arm up. So I'm going to follow that as he does that, and I'm going to put my foot over it for the Americana. Now from here he's going to start pushing onto my head because he wants to get out of this lock. He's going to go this way. That's fine. Now he pushes on the head with this side arm. I'm going to push this elbow across. Boom. Now I have him in an arm triangle. My arm was under his armpit. Now it's going to go over his head. I'm going to clasp my hands together here. I'm going to go chest, belly down. Now I'm going to squeeze for that choke. So that's another 3-move flow, but it's on the near side arm rather than the far side arm for your side control. So we're going here. I want him to push on my neck, so I go for my Americana, but now he starts pushing on my hip. That's fine. I let this one elevate, grab onto the tricep, and slide my base leg all the way through here. Have your kickstand ups just in case he pushes you over. Now from here, I'm going to slide my hand back all the way to the wrist. Essentially, I'm like riding that arm down my leg, and then allowing my leg that's near his shoulder to lower down a little bit, so it's at the crook of his elbow here. This elbow. If it's up here, there's no way I can get the arm break. It has to be right on the elbow here. Start applying pressure. He gets the tap. Boom. If he doesn't want to tap from here, he's going to bring his arm up, try to defend himself and let his elbow bend. That's fine. I'm going to follow it. My grip actually switches overhand. Put it onto my foot here. Now from here, I'm applying downward pressure with my foot, and I can assist that by pulling up on the elbow. I'm essentially doing a shoulder lock here, the Americana with my leg. Now if he gets that arm free, because I don't have control over that hand, he's going to start pushing onto my neck here. Immediately I apply some pressure down. I'm going to shove his elbow across, boom, and lock that tight. Now this hand here that was under his armpit, it's going to go over his head. That way I can start cinching everything tight, clasp my hands together here, switch my body belly down, and start driving in and squeezing. I have an arm triangle. Cool. All right, he's pushing on that hip. You lift up on the tricep and then bring your right leg all the way through. Yes, good. Other foot's up, nice, like a kickstand. Good, that arm should be hugging your waist right there. Now, yep, grab onto the wrist, slide it all the way down. Hyperextend the elbow there, he gets the tap. Good, now he's gonna bring his arm up towards me. You're gonna push that arm down and you're gonna put your foot over it. Yes, that way, good. He's feeling his shoulder. Good. Now he's going to get that arm out and push on your neck. Good. Push it across. Clasp your hands together. Belly down. Squeeze. Drive in. Nice.